Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be learning a trick called chops. It looks something like this. Let's get into it. So, big picture overview. Chops is basically like throwing lots of under the arm throws while at the same time doing a cool swoopy motion with the hands not throwing. Chops is a trick that I've been really excited about showing you guys because it's not very difficult, but it looks totally different to all the other beginner tricks that you might have learned. So normally, beginner tricks have hands staying in similar places, like when you're throwing over the top. But with chops, you do this cool swooping motion from side to side, which makes it look really different. The second thing that makes chops different from other beginner juggling tricks you might have learned is that both hands do something at the same time. So as you're doing this swoop motion, your other hand is throwing underneath the arm. So now we're going to go through the trick throw by throw. First thing you're going to do is put two balls down and practice the swooping motion. It should look something like this. And what you're looking for is to get your elbow quite close to your body and your arm spinning around like a windmill. And then you throw it up nice and straight, catch in this hand, do the same on the other side. Once you've done that a few times, pick up a second ball and we're going to do the cornerstone of this trick, which is a swoop followed by an underarm throw. So starting with one ball in each hand, it should look something like this. And you end each time with two balls in one hand. What you're looking to do is get the ball floating nicely up and down in a straight column. If you find you've got balls flying off in all directions, or it's not going high enough, then your hands are going to really struggle to keep up with the rest of the pattern. Make sure you can do this on both sides. Once you've got the hang of the swoop, underarm throw, catch in both hands, we're going to add another throw in. So you're going to swoop, underarm throw, and then the swooping hand is going to throw the ball that it has to this hand. Swoop, throw, catch, catch. Swoop, throw, catch, catch. Now you'll notice that you have a ball in each hand and you can do the same thing from the other side. Swoop, throw, catch, catch. Swoop, throw, catch, catch. Swoop, throw, catch, catch. Notice how when you're doing the swoop and the throw, both hands are doing something basically at the same time. When you realise that they're simultaneous, it makes the whole trick a lot easier. Swoop, throw, catch, catch. Okay, still with two balls, the next thing we're going to add in is the second swoop. So currently we've got throw, swoop, catch, catch. Now with this hand, we're not going to catch the ball, we're going to do the second swoop. Don't even try and catch this ball, just make sure that you get a really good swoop with this other hand. It should look something like this. What you're aiming for is to get the throw from the hand that did the first swoop as like an underarm throw, whereas this hand, the empty hand, goes over. Once you can do that confidently on both sides, then you can try and catch the other ball as it comes down. Once you're really confident with your swoop, throw, catch, catch, and you can also do the swoop, throw, catch, drop trick, then you're ready to pick up that third ball. Have two balls in your right hand and one ball in your left hand, and do one swoop from the left side and one swoop from the right side, and you should end up with the balls swapped around. Something like this. This is a really good way to get yourself into it because you can start with a few throws, get confident, build it up, build it up, build it up. So once you've done two on each side, then you can start going for 3, 4, and then just keep running the trick like normal. If you've got any problems with that, because it won't make sense to start with, your brain will be thinking, I've got too much to do, there are balls flying everywhere, they won't go up and down. Wait for a second, troubleshooting tips coming right up. The first thing that I often find when people are learning this trick is that the under the arm throws go all over the place, and people have a really difficult time keeping the pattern going because they're sort of constantly scrabbling to catch these mad balls. If this is happening to you, then put one of your balls down and practice this swoop under the arm throw trick that we did earlier. You want to make sure that the under the arm throws are really going up in a straight column and sort of floating there and coming back down. The second thing that people often find tricky when they're learning how to juggle chops is that they run out of time with their hands when they're doing these motions. Probably the reason for that is you're throwing the under the arm throw too low and not giving your other hand enough time to get across and catch it. Make sure you're throwing the under the arm throws nice and high so that you give your hands plenty of time to catch up. Third tip is to practice little and often, because this is quite a knacky trick. Suddenly you'll just click and you'll find you can do it. Initially, when I was learning, I sort of knew what to do, but I just couldn't work out how to get my hands going in the right way. So have a go, sleep on it, come back to the next day, you'll be amazed how much better you'll find that you can do it. The last thing we're going to talk about is how to get into the pattern from doing another pattern. So you can do a cold start, so starting just like we have been doing, like that, but it's often more interesting to be doing some juggling like this and then go into it and not drop the balls. But it's often more interesting to be doing some juggling and then go into it straight from there. Just like that. The best way that I've found of going from one pattern into chops is to throw an underarm throw with one hand and then immediately chop with the same hand across. It should look something like If you enjoyed this video, then have a look at my other videos. I've got lots of interesting ones all about how to juggle, how to make your own juggling balls, all this kind of thing. Please also consider liking and subscribing. It makes a huge difference if you get to see my channel, and I'd be really appreciative. If you have any questions or queries, please pin them in the comments below. And all that's left to say is, till next time,